The story you are about to hear is based on eyewitness testimony and evidence collected before, during, and after an actual paranormal investigation. The individuals' names and locations have been changed to protect the identities of all persons involved. We've all experienced a dream that seems too real, a room that seems too dark, a presence when we know we're alone. We exist in a world of many realities where the impossible is probable and the unknown can be known. This is the realm of the weird. The day began as so many others, checking emails, letters, and phone messages. And finally, after sorting through the prank calls, scam emails, and obviously false letters, all of which suggested I should drop everything and rearrange my schedule to start on their case immediately, I came to the last message on my voicemail.
This message is from Mr. Tenney. I'm a resident of Traverse City, Michigan, and I was hoping that you could call me back regarding a UFO sighting earlier this week. I have a police scanner radio and heard the Traverse City police chasing something around in the sky. I sure would appreciate a call back.
Over the past 20 years, phone calls like this were rare. There were no demands of my time, no outrageous claims of shape-shifting aliens, just a simple request for information. I wrote down the number and made a note to return the call within 24 hours. Before I called, though, I would begin a quick investigation using the little bit of information that had been provided to me. I started on the internet, checking the available online newspapers. The internet in 1999 hadn't become the vast, accessible resource of information that it is today. A check of the news and weather sites revealed no mention of a UFO sighting in or around Traverse City. There had been some reporting of a meteor shower. The meteors were reaching a pinnacle of their activity this time of year, and their noticeability in the sky was showing up occasionally in news articles. I also knew that Traverse City had an emergency rescue helicopter that they used at their hospital, so I made a call and found out that it hadn't been used at night in over a week. I chose to wait on the call to the police station until I had spoken directly to the man who had originally called me. I know through experience that sometimes in law enforcement, there can be a wall of silence which can stop an investigation dead in its tracks. I waited until after lunch the following day to call my citizen informant. Good afternoon, this is John Tenney. I received a phone call from you regarding a UFO sighting.
Yeah, what do you want to know about it?
I was hoping you could give me some more information about exactly what happened or what you heard. You said you had a scanner.
I'm homebound, so I do a lot of TV watching and radio listening, and I got one of those police scanners. If nothing much comes through, that usually just a drunk driver or fist fight.
Right.
Last Tuesday, around about midnight, those police officers started chasing a UFO. It must have been on for maybe 40 minutes. First, it was just one guy seeing it, and then a whole lot of others, people started piping in.
Okay, did you know there were meteor showers?
Yeah, they talked about that, even though there's a plane they said that was on fire, and they talked about all different things, a meteor, a plane, a helicopter. They even thought it might be a person shining deer.
So do you remember any locations or officers?
No, it started
names?
around Bunker Hill Road, kept saying that. They were using car numbers or officer ID numbers or something.
It was Tuesday, but midnight after, so Wednesday, actually.
Nah, that's about right as I figured.
The witness sounded rational, gave good information, and with that information had given me enough facts to call the police and start an inquiry as to the events of that fateful night.
Central Dispatch.
Yeah, is there a Blue Relations there?
Not right here. Give you another phone number. Shift manager's desk.
Is there a bonus up there?
He's on the other phone right now. Can I take a message?
Do you think it would be all right to call back, or?
I can put you on hold for a minute.
Sure.
He's going to be.
All right.
Joe speaking.
Yeah, my name's John Tenney. I called and left a message for you probably earlier in the week. I'm a researcher from Detroit.
Yes, sir. Can I call you back?
Sure.
Okay, I'll call you back.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hello? Officer Deputy Springfield Sheriff's Department.
How you doing?
Great.
I was just calling you because I got your name from a desk sergeant or somebody when I asked about a UFO sighting.
Great. And I completely apologize. What I'd like to do is call. I tried calling you from my house the other day, and I got an answering machine.
Yeah.
And because I wasn't sure if I had the right number, I didn't leave my home phone.
Okay.
I've got your number written down again, and I'll call you. May not be tomorrow, but it'll be relatively soon. I'd like to sit down and chat with you, as long as it's, in confidentiality.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Always.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, sir. Are you available on the weekends at this number?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, sir. I do appreciate the call back, and once again, apologize, but...
Not a problem.
We just got out of roll call and got things stacking up here.
Completely understand.
Okay, sir.
After 3 weeks of unreturned phone calls, I realized the police were not going to discuss this event with me. I went through the necessary channels and had come up with nothing. I sat down and began my Freedom of Information Act requests. One was to go directly to the Traverse City Police Station, and the other to the Michigan State Police. Freedom of Information Act requests in a pre-9/11 world were a far cry from the way they work today. By law at that time, I would receive a response within 60 days, even if that response was informing me that no files or pertinent information was available. I waited. After 2 months, I received my replies, and my heart sank. Both requests read, "No information available." Having exhausted the normal methods of research, with over 4 months now having passed since the alleged event, I went to the public with my plea.
All right, so send it to me, email it to me.
Okay.
Like my email is working right now. But I will get it, and I'm sure you can send the email, artbell@mindspring.com. I just have no access to the internet at the moment.
I wanted to put a call out for anybody that might have any information, if they have any ideas, if they knew anybody or heard anything about it.
I'm always willing to do that.
Nothing. 30 more days passed, and it seemed as if my file on this UFO sighting would be relegated to the file cabinet in my office that simply has a question mark displayed on its front. Being involved in the study of odd and sometimes scary events, I'm not usually startled by something as mundane as mail, but that was about to change. Almost 6 months from the time of the original contact with the older gentleman calling me about a UFO chase in his hometown, the case cracked. I received a small manila envelope addressed to me with no return address. Inside was a typewritten note and an audio cassette. The note read, "Mr. Tenney, I have sent you this recording of the Traverse City Police during what I believe to be a UFO chase. It is taken from the original dispatch recordings. I am an employee of the police department, and I have been a part of a cover-up. I will no longer be party to it. Please do not try and contact me. If you do, I will not confirm in any manner that I have anything to do with you or your investigation. Please understand the ridicule and repercussions that will befall me if you were to expose my identity." The cassette has been edited, but only to remove personal identification and information regarding other cases that dispatch handled that evening. I also have a copy of the tape, but please be aware that by the time you receive this letter, the original copy has been destroyed. Your copy and mine are the only existing copies. Good luck with your investigation. Thank you. I couldn't believe it. After months of struggling for a scrap of information, I had just been handed a feast. I found my cassette player and sat hoping it wasn't a joke. I began the tape.
You on Bunker Hill Road right now? Yes, I am. Well, at the risk of sounding crazy, I'm watching a bright white light up in to the east here. I'm on Hammond and 4, and it's stationary, and then it darts to the left and then darts to the right. Can you see that? Bunker Hill on water. I had to go back to the scene. They want to steer direction from Hammond and 4. It's like due east of the intersection of 4 and Hammond. I'm stationary. I've been watching it for about 5 minutes. It changes its height and goes from left to right. It's a real bright light, sticks out in the sky big time. Did somebody shine it, try to locate it, we'll take care of business. Try to clear it, all these people get back to the scene and help you out. It's nobody shining, it's someone in the air.
The recording went on for almost 35 minutes, documenting events which had taken place that night so many months ago. I contacted my client and confirmed his account. I got a copy of the tape in the mail to him. Knowing that my Freedom of Information Act requests had gone nowhere, that officers would refuse and refute events, I would have to be satisfied with the cassette and the documentation it held. Of course, we'll never know exactly what happened that evening in 1999. Was it a star, a satellite, a meteor, or something far stranger? One thing that is certain is that the Traverse City Police, one dark night, increased the area they patrol to include the realm of the weird.